Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Straight Faded, and you're watching Tales of a King. Welcome to my crib.
All right, you guys. So I usually get my hair cut every week, but when I hit up George to do this episode, he said he wanted to cut my hair, so I went 2 weeks without a haircut. That's a long time for me.
2 weeks.
So George, man, how'd you get into cutting hair? Because you haven't been a barber your whole life, right?
Nah, I've been a barber for like 13 years now. Actually, in June it'll be 13 years.
Wow.
I would always go to barber shop. I'd work at warehouses, always get in trouble for talking and shit, but I started working, I was in jail for DUI. Okay. And when I got out of jail, I had to find something to do. Nobody was hiring. It was during the recession time too. I had a $1,000 income tax check, and with that income tax check, I paid for myself to go to barber school. Well, I put a down payment.
Right.
Yeah, so I used the down payment. The rest is history. I got my barber's license. I was working a full-time job. I had my barber's license. I had my son, custody of my son. So it was a tough year, man, year and a half of doing all that. I'd go to work, and then I'd go to barber school, or my schedule would switch, and I would just do that, man.
How long does barber school take?
Barber school, it takes longer to be a barber than be a f***ing cop.
Really?
Yeah, because a cop you only need like $800. A barber is $1,500.
Wow.
I mean, we save lives too, you know what I mean? We save lives, but we're therapists, we save lives. I am full of advice. I've never taken my advice.
Right. But you give good advice.
I give good advice, dude. And I'll be like, damn, that sounds good, man. I should write that down, man.
Or I should listen to me.
Yeah, I should listen to myself. I should go sit down on my chair and tell myself my problems.
But was there ever a time when you, because I know I was listening to a podcast you did with Cal Original, and you were talking about how, you finish school, there's different styles, there's different fades, low, high, mid. Did you ever get to a point where you're like, man, this isn't for me? Or were you like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to learn it and be the best?
Yeah, when I got done with barber school, I went to go work at the shop. And when I was going to barber school, I would just do the simple fades. But when I went into a barber shop, that's where everything changed, man, because everyone's got different hair texture, different everything, dude.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, this is a lot harder than I thought. A couple people, sometimes people wouldn't want, one time some lady's like, hey man, take my kid off that chair. So have him sit with somebody else.
Wow.
Because I was taking my time, I was still learning. Right. Then that hurts, bro.
Yeah, no, I bet.
When you cut someone's hair and you send them off and then they come back, that's embarrassing. When they're like, hey man, can you fix this? And the whole shop's like, oh,
y'all do.
Hey, can I trim your eyebrows? Or are you trying to braid them? Or are you trying to twist them or something?
Okay, I'm gonna show that to my barber because he has a hard on for my eyebrows. You do what you gotta do to trim them.
Yeah, they ask another barber, and that should just hurt your pride, man. Because you're like, damn, I'm trying to do this shit for a living, and people don't care, man. It only happened once, dude.
Right.
It only happened once.
And when you started, did you actually start in a barber shop, or how did that?
Yeah, so I started at barber school, and then my plans were gonna go to like a little mom and pop bicycle shop.
Okay.
And learn how to cut hair.
Right.
Because I used to go get my hair cut at the shop I started at. I used to go get my hair cut over there. The barber world is crazy, man. You work with somebody, you work with a group of people, and the minute you leave, you're dead to them. Yeah. You're not on the team no more. Oh, you're a traitor. Oh, you left us. So that's how pretty much it is, man.
Now, what do you think separates? Is there something that separates like barbers? Like, would you say there's something separates you compared to other barbers?
Well, a lot of stuff. First of all, not everybody cuts the same.
Right.
There's some people that know how to flick their hands, man. They're just like. But what separates barbers is just like anything else. Like the music you listen to. I like underground rap, 90s rap, and classic rock, and oldies and funk. Now there's other barbers, you go to some face shops and all they want to listen to is Little Jotty or Little Gotti, Lil Yachty and all those cats. So I mean, that's it. The way you dress, some people like spending money on Jordans, cutting hair in Jordans. Right. I like cutting hair in Vans, man.
For me it doesn't, I've been going to my barber for 14 years, I think.
Oh, dang.
And to me it doesn't matter how you look or what you wear. If you cut my hair, I'm okay with that.
So the first shop I ever worked at, I was trained very good by this lady. She was rough, man. I had to wear a uniform. I had to do all that, right?
Yeah.
And she made me scared of her. she made me scared of her to the point where I was like, damn, I gotta be on time. And I would work from 7 to 7.
Wow.
And I'd have to be on time, and you know, punctuality was everything, because she was doctor check. You're late, you show up, you cancel, she'll doctor check. Let's say I had an emergency, like which I did, and it was on the podcast. I was in the hospital, dude. I used to get pancreatitis because I used to binge drink.
Okay.
Pancreas.
Yeah.
I used to binge drink and I got pancreatitis. I was in the hospital for fucking 7 days. She charged me $50 because I missed out on
a day.
No, she's like, oh, I'm only gonna charge you for 2 days. And I was like, dude, I'm in the hospital. I can't go nowhere. I'm like
literally
out.
Yeah.
And she charged me, and that made me scared to get. Now, I damn near gotta die. Also, what else separates me from other barbers is my work ethic and my customer service, because I'm really good with people.
Yeah. I
cut people that work at fast food restaurants, all the way to big wigs at Walmart, all the way to like construction people, everything, man. Yeah. Everything, dude. It's and I can have I got old man. My neighbor across the street's an old ass man. He's a flight instructor.
Wow.
And he works out of Miami, and he comes here for a couple of days out of the week. And I build friendships with all my customers. That's kind of a problem of mine. I build friendships, and we build friendships together. But I still remember I'm a business. Right. They might not. They might not. Yeah. And they don't. I've learned in the last few years that I got to start separating my business from friendships.
Yeah, I like those memes that say or those quotes. You don't support your friend, but you support, like whatever, Michael Jordan. You'll never meet him or see him in your life, but you'll pay that $500 for a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But you can't pay that $30 for a T-shirt or whatever it may be.
Like there's one that says your friend could be selling water for $1. Your friend could be selling waters for $1, but you'll go buy a Dasani at the grocery store for $3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I get more love from people that I've never met in my life.
Now, so how'd you get into writing? I mean, it almost goes hand in hand. I mean, like a lot of barbers are into cars. They build cars on the side, bikes, and so was that something that went together, or was it something you just fell into?
So the first shop I told you that I worked at, the lady, she was downsizing shops, right? And she had a shop 1 mile up the road, and one day out of the week, she would make each one of us barbers go over there. And she had one barber over there already. And that dude, anybody that came in that door was there for him. So me, dude, I used to post videos on Facebook, on Instagram, like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm right here on the corner. Come check me out, la, 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 la. You know.
Trying to get clientele.
Yeah. And dude, I would go outside on Dyser and Grand and hold a barbershop sign. And I just hear, and I'm holding a barbershop sign, and I just see 2 dudes on 2 Viclas, beach bars, smashing down the street. And I was like, that's the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Now I ride with them.
Oh, really?
So I was like, one of these days I'm gonna get a Vicla, one of these days I'm gonna get a Vicla, one of these days I'm gonna get a bike. I ran into him at a taco spot, we talked for a little bit. I finally got my bike. 9 years later, I got my bike. And my first ride with more than one person was with him. And I was like the most excited person, dude.
Did you tell him?
He's my OG. Oh yeah, I tell him all the time. I'll be like, what's up, OG? Yeah. And he'll be like, you're gonna be here later. So I told my wife, you gotta try. Yeah, I told my wife, I was like, hey, can I buy a bike? She goes, yeah, go ahead. So I said, all right, cool. So my stepdad let me borrow the money. Let me borrow like some of the money. I really like anything 2 wheels. Yeah. So anyways, I ended up borrowing the money from my dad. You know, here's a funny story. But I said, I go, hey man, can you pick me up to go pick up this bike? He's like, yeah, for sure. I said, all right, cool. This man, my stepdad, that's him right here. He's a real good role model, man. He earned the name Dad, but I don't call him Dad. Right. But he earned the name Dad. And
is that you?
Yeah.
Dang, you look different.
I was a lot heavier.
Yeah. I can't see that far either. It's very good.
So he earned the name Dad, man. I just, he's been in my life for like 30 years. I just never got to call him Dad. He pulls up to the house on his Harley, right? His Ultra Glide Classic. Pulls up, tour pack, everything, dude. Pulls up and I'm like, what's up? He goes, let's go. And I was like, what do you mean? He's all, get on the back. I said, nah, I know way too many people. The last thing I need to do is get caught on the street hugging my daddy. I hadn't rode a bike in like 4 or 5 years. So the first thing I do is I go to my homie's house and he has this 21 in the front, 16 in the rear, air ride. I didn't even know it was the 100th year anniversary. Ray, working class, was like,
oh, okay,
man, you got the 100th year anniversary? And I was like, yeah. Fuck, I didn't even know that.
Damn.
So, it's like a sailboat, bro. 18s.
Wait, this bike had 18s?
Yeah, I had 18s. I ride screen low. I like that motherfucker like it's on fire, bro. I'll go 90 to 100. I'll try to do 100, but I get the wobbles a little bit. And they had an opportunity where we had to go and we got to go meet Mr. Cartoon and Devin Booker.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I told him the mechanic at the time, I go, hey man, I gotta put this bike back to the original, bro. I can't miss this opportunity. And then after that, I just got obsessed with motorcycles, dude.
Yeah.
I just got obsessed with motorcycles. Every time I go hang out with people, I just be looking at their motorcycles and I'll be like, oh, that's cool, man. I want to take little bits and pieces of that. And whenever I get into something, man, I get focused on it, man. I get obsessed. Like, I had hit up Tortuga a long time ago. I said, hey, dog, you stretch fenders, huh? He goes, yeah. He goes, man, but I'm going to move to Mexico.
No, Texas.
Texas,
yeah.
And I said, all right, cool. Well, let me know when I'll let you know when I'm ready. So I finally came ready, and I told him, I hit him up. I go, hey man, how's fucking Texas? He's like, oh, I didn't end up going, dude. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I had already watched you guys'
the episode?
Yeah, the episode. And what I trip out is like, nobody does stuff on Viclas, dude. Nobody does stuff. Like, there's not a lot of Vicla videos. Just you.
You know what?
I can't think of anybody else, dude, that I want to watch that they just focus on bikes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
No, for real, man, because like when I got on, that's how I came across your channel. Because I get obsessed, man. I'm obsessed, like I'm obsessed with Viclas still to this day. Like you go and look at my Internet Explorer. I tell my wife all the time, look at my Internet Explorer. If there's butt cheeks on there, it's because I looked at butt cheeks 4 or 5 months ago. Okay? I go, but you go on there right now, dog, it's working out. Like burpees, some haircuts, lowriders, Viclas, and Honda Civics, because I got my son that Honda Civics. And now I'm like trying to build 3 bikes and a Honda Civic. But, you know, like, that's what I tried. Like, when I came across your channel, I watched all of them.
Damn.
Yeah, I watched all of them.
Hey, but I remember when your bike just popped up out of nowhere. Did you take your time in doing it, or were you hush-hush about it? Oh, because no. All I know is I remember Raul put a post up. I said, damn, who's that? And I didn't really know who you were.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't know. And I was like, and all of a sudden the bike was done. I was like, what the thing is bad?
I told my wife, I go, hey, I want to stretch my fenders out.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to do this. I go, here's the options. Either you have my back on this 100%, or you learn to deal with it. I go, but I'm going to do it, but it's easier for both of us if you just ride with me.
Right.
Have my back on it.
Right.
And she's like, what are you going to do? I go, I'm going to stretch the fenders on. I'm going to get it painted. And she's like, how much is that going to cost? I told her half the price. She goes, you got that much money lying around? I don't want to hear about you being broke, la, 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 la. I go, well, I'm broke because I'm trying to save money to do this shit. I go, baby, it's one time. I'm going to go all out. I go, I want an Instagram bike.
I want an Instagram bike.
I want a popular bike. I want a bike that people say, that thing's bad, dude. I don't want just a regular bike.
Right.
Like, I want a show quality bike. And she's like, all right, but you better not be talking about you're broke, this and that. And I said, I won't. I talked to Raul, and we got it done, man. I went all the way out there. I drove to his pad, me and my cousin, me and my brother-in-law and my homie. And it's funny, I've been wondering, I never got to tell him, dude. I hope this kid makes it on there. I would be like, you know how he posts work that he's doing?
Yeah.
He'd be like, it'd be like OG Tortuga story, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's gonna post my bike parts. So I click on it, and it's him you two guys smashing on the freeway, and I'd be like, ride safe, bro. Please make it home safely, bro.
My parts are still there.
I'd be like, ride safe, dog. Be safe, man. Be a defensive rider. But I was like, damn, man. And then he wouldn't. I'm a bugaboo, dude. I'm a bugaboo. When I got something getting done, man, I'm like, hey, man, how's it going?
Right.
I want updates.
No, for sure.
I want updates.
He don't play.
I would consider him a perfectionist, man. He did a really good job on that bike, bro.
I've had people look at my bike and like that want to clown it and be like, damn, I can't find nothing.
That's what he told me. He goes, hey, man, when you go to Viclasos, he says Malo always looks for flaws. And I got first place at Viclasos under mild.
All right, George, man, thanks for having us right here at your home. Appreciate you inviting us and letting us in. So we got your 2003 Softail Heritage. This thing is beautiful. Break it down for us.
Okay, so it's a 2003 100th year anniversary. It used to be blue. It had 18-inch apes, Carlinis. I wanted something different. So I watched your videos and I came across Tortuga and I hit him up and I had him stretch the fenders, stretch this chrome bumper rail in the back. He painted it, Malix striped it, came out beautiful. These are the DNA Cali fat spoke 52 spoke wheels. I did the whole chrome front end. I had Tortuga also painted these. These are custom craft sunburners or afterburners or something like that. I had this dude out here in Arizona, diamond cut the motor. His name is Rudy. This is all Cycle Smith stuff. That's a tow hitch. I think I'm one of the last ones that bought a chrome tow hitch because they don't really make them no more. I got Performance Machine brakes, and I had my friend Mike from Now and Never Art come and stripe the little logos. I have all Steady Custom Cycles, handlebars, front end crash bars, rear bags, the beefy mounts, and the 42s in the rear. Custom craft lights. This for my father. My coin holder. You never know when you need a quarter. It's got LED lights all the way around. It lights up also. And I did a chrome swing arm because it used to be black, and I had the plastic adapters.
Okay.
And I did the chrome swing arm, and I also did the twisted pulley from DNA. Rena hooked it up from DNA, and yeah, it's my baby.
Any more work to it, or are you pretty much done for now?
I'm gonna try a front air ride again one more time. It's gonna go after this interview on Monday. It's gonna go back to get front air ride done. I'm a fan of the Hogfoot center stand, which I got a new one coming in the mail, but I put the other one on the green bike.
Okay.
But this is pretty much done, man. I ride it. I go 85, 90 down the freeway, no problem. Wobbles a little bit. I don't know if it's the beach bars or what, but I ride the shit out of this thing. But,
and you win shows when you ride it to shows, right?
Yeah, I try to win shows, man. Unless the judges are dicks or they put me in a weird category, I try to win. And it's not about winning; it's about meeting people because I meet all kinds of people.
Right.
But if I got to take a day off for work and I'm losing out on money, I like to come home with a little trophy or something, at least some type of hardware. Third place, I don't care. So that's the goal. But Tortuga painted the paint. I told him I like the roses, I like the serape print, and he went to town on it. The sparkles in the sun, his work shows quality, and I love it. So
tell me a little something. Why a lot of guys do have apes? A lot of guys, it's, I guess, I don't want to say a common Vicla look, but it is. Why beach bars? Did you want to separate yourself?
First time I seen a guy rolling down the street, the first time I ever seen a Vicla with my own eyes, I was holding a barbershop sign on the corner, and I seen my homie Gilbert and his nephew mobbing down the street with beach bars, and I was like, damn, that's the most insane, beautiful thing I've ever seen. But to me, the beach bar look, when you look at it like this from an angle, it's like when I go out of town with my wife, and she's on the bed getting ready for massage, and she has her arms like this. This is what the bike looks like to me. Like my lady when she's on the bed getting ready for daddy to give her a massage.
There it is, George. I appreciate it, brother.
I love it, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You guys, we hope you enjoyed this special edition of Tales of a King featuring straight faded cuts out of Avondale, Arizona. We'll talk to you soon. King life.